Alright, we actually have a number of things to open. Beginning with 2 boxes, then 2 more Amazon packages, and then finally stuff that I already opened. This one feels light, which makes me think there's only one thing in it. I think this was that. I did a catch up on Crunchyroll. The pin and that. This is a pin that just says Crunchyroll. Yeah. Got it for ordering, I guess, all the stuff that I ordered. And I think this was something, no, that just got released. I don't know. I ended up ordering 3 things through Crunchyroll. One of them I think was something that I had missed. Actually, maybe that's this. But let's continue getting these piles, because next up we got 2 packages here. I think one of these is probably a hentai. Yeah, that looks like the hentai. It is. Looks like it has something loose in it. Okay. And then last but not least, I have 3 more things. And these were already opened because, of course, One Piece was a high priority watch. But let's, guess, evaluate anything about this. I guess it just is. I'm just double checking the back to make sure it's not too raunchy for YouTube, I guess. And then let's begin with One Piece Season 14 Voyage 1. I think it's a, pretty standard of the releases, the One Piece releases. Next up, I don't think I actually needed this, but I got it just in case I did. Yes, that is some sort of car alarm going on outside. Alright, so what can I say about this? I'm not sure. This is Anime Go. This for the feature, and then for the O&A. Regions A, B, and C, so it's got a lot of regions to it. Does this say English dub for the movie only? That's a 106-minute feature. Again, I think I have both of those, and I think they're official. One of them I think was Kickstarter. But I don't know. It's been so long. I went ahead and just got it just to be thorough. This, I think, got delayed a week. Gushing Over Magical Girls. This gets to be a video with that car alarm going on in the background. Oh, there, it finally stopped. Region A. Japanese with English subtitles only. All 13 episodes. Funnily enough, I think I have to be more careful with this one than with the hentai, because I don't know if this has anything too racy in it, but no, it looks pretty straightforward. And this is your boy Kongming, Road to Summer Sonia. Let's get this open and get that loose disc on the inside touched right up. Because I could have sworn I recently got a Yo Boy Kongming Blu-ray recently, but I'm guessing this Road to Summer something is a movie? Come on, you piece of... I want to get that disc back in. Okay, straightforward. Back, Region A, English dub option. This is a movie on 1 disc. So unless the other one was a movie and I just kind of missed that, well, whatever. Next up, we have steelbook version. You know, since I guess I'm kind of a sucker for all these steelbook versions and stuff. The steelbook version of the old 1990s TV series version of Berserk, which I see has English dub, 25 episodes on 2 discs. Maybe this is high def for the first time, I guess. In which case, I probably need to get it anyways. I haven't watched any of the newer stuff. It feels like those would be hard to take out. I want to see, there's probably a portrait behind those discs. We're going to try this. Yeah, not a... I expected there to be another face, not... Oh, this is a bigger piece of art in general where you have... What's his face and a lot of people there. But, yeah, no. That is what it is. Cool. We have a Tonikawa Over the Moon for You, Season 1. Why am I doing this before I take the plastic off? Get that plastic off. Okay, cool. That's some pretty iconic imagery. I'm not too familiar with the show, but I do believe you see a lot of imagery like that. And let's see, Region A contains episodes 1 through 12 plus OVA. I did say Region A. Audio, Japanese, subtitles, English. So Japanese with English subtitles. Let's not go too far with that, because I'm going to try and hold on to it. Let's take a look on the inside. Got this one and disc 2. Pretty good. Next up we have, I'm going to start looking at backward. It looks like a very short comic. This is a poster. Interesting. Excuse me. Guess this might end up counting as a subtle anime poster, because you might be able to hang that up and maybe people who don't know any better might not notice at first. Interesting. And then, last but not least, we have Rascal Does Not Dream of a Knapsack Kid. I have not kept up on any of these, as in like watching them, and I'm pretty certain I don't have this. And I thought this one said something about little sister, but no, I think I had to check to make sure I still had gotten that one, because I just don't remember the names. Called Grown-Ups. Okay, well, I'm interestingly not seeing a region symbol, which makes me wonder if it's region free. Japanese and English audio options. 74 minutes. Let's take a look on the inside. This is on the bottom, and this has some thicker pages in it. Variety of artwork. Some information. And let's see, I'm wondering... This doesn't really say region on it anywhere, so I wonder if this really is region free. Not sure. But oh well. Well, here's this week's physical anime collection update. Alright, let's try and get through anime. To begin with, you know, again, One Piece Season 14 Voyage 1. You know, open this the package up early, open up the disc early so that I could watch it with my Friday friend. And I think I enjoyed it. there was definitely something off with it. There was definitely one bad thing about it, where there was this side story that happened. It wasn't even a complete side story. I think it was probably a preparation for one of the movies, probably. But it was, well, it was nice to see Boa Hancock again, because she hasn't showed up in the main story in a while. It was still something that's just sort of like a distraction. I'm like, I don't feel like we need distractions. Some stuff that was happening in there was a little, I'm not sure what to think about this. Okay, I really hate this corrupt government. Let's just, you know, hang every last one of them from the Tree of Liberty or something like that. Some of the Luffy stuff was actually fun. I think I liked the 2 new important girl characters added. The little girl was just kind of entertaining. That story was entertaining. And then they introduced another one who's capable warrior, and they're playing a really careful balancing act with they don't want to make her a damsel in distress, and I don't think I want to see her as a damsel in distress, but I do also appreciate how her presence has also been a good opportunity for Luffy and Zoro to kind of just show how awesome they are. But pretty much outside of some of those thoughts, everything with Zoro was actually really fun, I thought. And there's quite a bit of it throughout all of this, but it just felt funner and funner. Even though it's not like, oh, it's only him, it's Zoro and Luffy, of course. But I don't know. It felt to me that while Zoro was present, it was just great. And a lot of that could also just be that for a lot of the Big Mama arc stuff, we just haven't gotten to see him in such a long time. And I guess it's appreciable that the show isn't holding back. So Luffy and Zoro have been some of the powerhouses for the Straw Hat Pirates, like probably even stronger than a lot of the other options, and they've sometimes balanced that by having them be lost, so they can just spend a lot of the match running around, not needing to be at the places that the show needs them to be until it's time for them to be there. They at least did that early on. Not sure if it did, but you know, they're not leaning on that too heavily here. Otherwise, you know, they're in the town of Wano, and it's very interesting just seeing this stuff when I know it's kind of been there for a while. I don't know how long, but very nice stuff, I guess. Oh well, anyways, I guess that's my summary of that. I'll Become a Villainess, that will go down in history, episode 11. I'm mostly trying to think, because there's probably only one episode left. That's probably tomorrow's episode. Today's episode, for those of you watching this video, if you watch it on the day that it came out, assuming I upload this in time. But with episode 11, that's right, they did set that up at the very end of the episode. So yeah, it's probably going to come to a head with that somewhere, somehow. If there's 13 episodes, I could actually see it being done. So depending on what they do, you know, this could be a good 1 episode or good 2 episodes, whatever. I guess we'll just have to see what they do. For episode 11, I think our main characters' interactions were very boss, I guess. Just pretty awesome stuff, I think. Not sure if I can think of anything else to really say, but yeah, good stuff. Do Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor, episode 10. Yeah, some of that stuff was happening. Definitely interested to see what happens immediately in the next episode, because I almost feel like it's got a lot of elements that the show may be about to have come together all at the same time. And I don't mean like specific people who suddenly run into each other or something. I mean storytelling elements proper. There's been a couple of threads. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Loner Life in Another World, episode 12. I think this ended the show or the season or the core, and it was okay. You know, again, there's the main issue where it's hard for it to feel satisfactory, because I'm not sure that it really set the goal that you're like, okay, I'm looking for this to see it head in that direction or see something specific happen. It was just sort of like, I guess we got to meet more of the new character that they introduced, and I thought all that stuff was fine and entertaining. Excuse me. And I don't think it was mishandled. Like, I think they could have easily gone some stereotypical routes that would have been just like, I guess that's standard fare. But instead, he got to do something that I feel like was maybe a little more touching. So, okay, I guess. Is it wrong to try to pick up Girls in a Dungeon episode 10? I think that's setting up for the season finale. I guess I've been saying it for a lot of reviews, but fuck the Freya Familia. Excuse me, these hiccups. They're also burps. A little bit of both. Anyways. Unfortunately, it does seem like it's going to be setting up for something touching, and I guess that'll be good because I think it'll be something that's Belle. So very Belle. And at the end of that, it might make it better than season 2, I guess. We'll just have to see when it happens. But, okay, enough setup, I guess. Goodbye Dragon Life, episode 11, a setup for the end of this thing. This is a season finale, a series finale, yeah. I guess we'll have to find out. I guess it's I'm not sure if it's a tease or a setup for finale based on the stinger that was at the end of the previous episode. Because they kind of didn't address it, but maybe they set things up so that we can see a proper conclusion to that, which would feel like a stopping point. Again, core series, we'll have to find out. I doubt it'll be a series finale, but maybe that's possible. Down to Dawn, episode 11. Okay, I guess. I don't care as much for the romance side of this, especially since, I've kind of like said, I'm not sure how much I like all these characters. But, fun episode, I would say. Maybe thematically relevant for it about to do whatever it's going to do at the very end. Yeah, okay. Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online, Season 2, Episode 11. I guess, okay, enough stuff. Yeah, I guess as they continue to fight the bots are intriguing, but maybe not like revolutionary. I mean, they could make it where there's something that feels revolutionary about them or stuff, but I don't know. I guess it just continues to be okay. Dragon Ball Daima, episode 10. Ah, yes. That was a joke I just made on the Discord where I was kind of surprised that the characters were getting certain problems there, because you would have think that the Saiyans would have eaten it. Because I swear I've seen Eatons eat something far bigger for far less, or far more for far less, or something like that. You have that. You have that. Ah, yes. They're probably setting up an interaction for the characters there. Okay, episode. I think. I think a fine follow-up from the previous episode. Demon Lord Retry R, episode 12. This would be the ending to the season. Like, if they had any more episodes, they feel like it'd probably be a secret bathhouse episode or something like that. But, yeah, oh well, content-wise, I think we got to see something okay to see, but it's a little... Why does this show feel like it just keeps throwing stuff at us? And some of it just feels like, oh, that's convenient. The little shit person escaped in a pumpkin thing. He really should just be already dead. I'm not sure why the show decided to make that. Oh well. It's been a mess of a season. Not like an unwatchable mess, but it just feels like, I don't know. It feels weird. Demon Lord 2099, episode 10. Sorry. Just trying to remember what happened in this episode. I do remember enjoying it. Oh yeah, that ending was actually just comically well executed. Don't know what else to say in that regard. But yeah, I thought it was just a very interesting. Again, I like how well this show mixes its fantasy and its cyberpunk elements. They really do feel mixed together really well. Anyways, fun episode. Reincarnated Aristocrat, Season 2, Episode 23. Kind of a setup episode for whatever is about to happen at the very end here in Episode 24. But overall, an okay episode. Not sure if I have much else to say. Most Notorious Talker, Episode 12. I think that was also a season or core finale. And I think it wrapped up what was happening in the previous episode fine. Did some more stuff. Showed us a little bit more stuff concerning the future of our characters. And then I think it just pretty nice. Again, it's a entertainingly brutal show to have watched. As in, like, brutal may not be the right word. Cutthroat, I think, is a better word. The characters, especially the main character, are nice and cutthroat in an interestingly non-stereotypical way. So overall, I found it to be very refreshing. Not sure if there's any part of it that I'd say, oh yes, I'd definitely go rewatch this, because, I go back and rewatch a whole lot of random stuff. Freeman's been getting a lot of scenes lately. Just reminiscing on that. But yeah, good beans. And then Seirei Gensoku Spirit Chronicles Season 2, Episode 11. I think this is kind of a good example of, it feels like the pacing for the second season is a little slower. Not like unbearably slower, but slower. So like there was a lot that happened in this episode, but it did seem to be kind of mostly preparation for I guess some part of this episode just felt like it was bringing us closer to the season finale and wherever they plan to do it. It'll be interesting to see the outcome of the stuff that has happened. But yeah, good stuff. And I did not watch the latest episode of Ari Fureta because that still hasn't happened yet, apparently. As in, like, episode 10 looks like it was delayed a week and comes out next week. Honestly, I'm just going to be appreciative of whatever I do get to watch over these holidays. It's not even whether or not Japan will have will take that time off. Even if they don't take that time off, the American companies bringing it here could still take their time off. And it's if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. It should all be fine. But for the most part, would have definitely been nice to see that. Oh well. Do I have anything else to really comment about? I'm not sure. I think I'll still have a video for next week, and then the week after will probably be an apartment tour. Because I don't think I'll actually have any new releases. And, the upload date will actually be December 31st, when I think I either tend to record those or tend to upload them. Porque no los dos. And yeah, probably try to get some opportunity to play Dead by Daylight, but I guess I have to be careful because there are some strange bugs going on right now. Some blood web bugs, some event item bugs, funky stuff. But I'm not sure if y'all will see much about that. I guess the event did start in between these things, and I think it's an appreciable event. Fun stuff. Not sure if I have much else to comment on, so maybe that means I wrap things up here. Y'all, have a nice week.